Hello, my name is Elroy Reed, and this is the People's Voice This Week, Juneteenth edition.
It's now official. President Joe Biden has signed into law a statute that makes Juneteenth an official holiday in America. We have clips of the official signing ceremony.
North Chicago City Alderman Bob Reynolds retires. Employee Connections host Healing, Illinois events. All this and more on this edition of the People's Voice This Week. Grandparents and Kins Raising Children of Lake County held their annual picnic at June 4th at Bowen Park in Waukegan. Certificates of achievement were presented to children who completed the financial literacy program, and one student who has been in the program for 5 years was presented with a scholarship. She graduated from high school and will be going off to college in the fall. There were sweets, hot dogs, hamburgers, grilled chicken, and games for the young people. Harriet Holly, the founder of the organization, says that the day was a day of respite for the grandparents and that everyone truly enjoyed themselves. Grandparent and Kins Raising Children will host their annual gala virtually on September the 18th. To find out more, contact Harriet Holly at 847-641-6845.
The City of Zion and the Coalition for Healthy Communities held one of the first outdoor block parties of the summer on June 12th. The event was hosted by Employee Connections through a Healing, Illinois grant sponsored by Chicago Community Trust and the Illinois Public Health Department. For the first time, residents could get out and enjoy an event in the sunshine and meet and greet neighbors. There was food, fun, and several organizations present who provided information about resources available in the community.
The North Chicago 6th Ward Alderman Robert Bob Reynolds announced in late May that he is stepping down as Alderman. Reynolds, a 20-year naval veteran and journalist, says that he feels blessed to have served the nation and spent a large portion of his time serving the city of North Chicago. He is being replaced by Donna Murphy, who has been appointed by Mayor Leon Rockingham Jr. and unanimously approved by the City Council of the City of North Chicago. President Joe Biden signed a bill on June 17th that makes Juneteenth a federal holiday. Juneteenth marks the enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation in the last Southern holdout state, Texas, on June the 19th, 1865. Slaves in Texas were told on that day that they were free. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January the 1st, 1863, as the nation approached its third year of a bloody civil war. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are henceforth and forever shall be free. It was 2.5 years later that the slaves in Texas were informed. They stopped work, held a celebration, and that has become known as the Juneteenth Independence Day. Here are a few clips from the historic signing ceremony where the President, Joe Biden, presents the signing pen to the grandmother of the Juneteenth movement, the 94-year-old Opal Lee.
A day in which we remember the moral stain, the terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take. What I've long called America's original sin. At the same time, I also remember the extraordinary capacity to heal and to hope and to emerge from those painful moments. And we're blessed to mark the day in the presence of Miss Opal Lee. as my mother said, God love her. Grandmother of the movement to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. And Ms. Opal is, you won't believe it, she's 49 years old. Or 94 years old. But as I was walking down, I regret that my grandchildren aren't here. Because this is a really, really, really important moment in our history. By making Juneteenth a federal holiday, all Americans can feel the power of this day and learn from our history and celebrate progress and grapple with the distance we've come, but the distance we have to travel, Jim. And I have to say to you, I've only been president for several months, but I think this will go down for me as one of the greatest honors I will have had as president, not because I did it, you did it. Democrats and Republicans.
My name is Elroy Reed, and this is the People's Voice This Week, Juneteenth edition.